Hello everyone, welcome. Today, a quick schedule about what's going on in October, work related, and plans on trying to do for this month. I do have all the Thursdays at least as a half day this month, so I should not have any of my weekends affected this month. Uh, as I said before, I have a lot of my remaining vacation for this year scheduled in advance in case they try to do that little shit they did at the beginning of this crap, which was still very low and very terrible. The fuck. It's spooky month, and we just finished our first weekend in Halloween month. And to start off, I went back to do Little Nightmares DLC through the actual complete edition that's on the Switch in Europe because it actually has the DLC on the cartridge. So that ended up being about somewhere over 4 hours, I believe. So it was a nice little wee visit to Little Nightmares of that to go through the DLC. And I understand the ending a little bit better now, but that's a whole different subject to talk about in the review or in Little Nightmares 2. Anyway, I plan on doing Darkwood for Saturday streams to celebrate for Halloween. I think we can probably get the majority of the game done in October. Might have to finish up a little bit in November, but overall should be able to get that done for Halloween. I think it's a pretty good fitting game for the season of that. While on Fridays we'll continue New Vegas. I gave New Vegas both stream days for a while to make up for skipping viewer request Fridays during a lot of those 60-hour weeks I had to work, and I was just basically doing like a Saturday night stream to try and do something to make up for the fact that I had to work Friday and Saturday, and I have real life stuff to do on Sundays and that, and it just, it all gets really annoying and all mixed up and everything. It all becomes a big cluster of problems. Now, the 11-hour thing that we did last month was canceled for this month. We're going back to 10 hours a day instead of the 11-hour thing, which has made a lot of people concerned that they might be scheduling in 60-hour weeks again, which very little of it will affect me. There's only a few weekends, mostly ones around holidays, that were always filled up and I wasn't able to do. But for the most part, this year for me is covered regardless of whatever the fuck they do, unless they essentially rewrite their rules and make it affect people who have always put in stuff. That at this point, that's like the only real way anything for at least during this year will affect me. Going in the next year is still a lot of concerns, especially if we go back to 60 hours. Basically, the way I see it is, if we go back to 60-hour weeks, we'll still fall behind with lots of problems. If we end up doing 40-hour weeks, which is our normal work schedule, we're getting caught up and things are starting to normalize, and I think that's a very good sign if we end up with that situation. There is still the chance they might just do 50 hours, make us work Friday, and still give us Saturday, which was the point of doing the 11-hour thing by working an extra 5 hours sprinkled through the week to make up for not working Saturday. That was like their compromise to trying to give people, because when we were doing 60 hours for a week, we did 60 hours for like fucking 4 months, and could you imagine having to get real life stuff all done only on Sundays? I don't know if you're aware, at least in America, a lot of businesses that do your bills and shit are not open on the weekend, let alone Sunday. So yeah, it was a big problem for a lot of people, and I don't even want to imagine what the fuck it was like for families and shit dealing with school, children, babysitting and shit. I can only imagine that was all a terrible fucking nightmare. But uh I'm just hoping to see what the schedules are gonna look like in October, because I'm done and sick with this shit. But what can one do? What can one do? We can only hope that we're going forward. So, but I do want to try and participate a little for Spooky Month, because, as I said, I had to cancel a lot of things that I originally wanted to do. I wanted to do a Shantae marathon. I did want to do did Rising marathon for Black Friday, Thanksgiving, October, and considering how crazy all this shit's been, I basically shit canned all that. So, kind of doing a new event with more reasonable things for October at least, and I am saving Cthulhu Saves Christmas for Christmas, so that way we still have fewer things, you know. But for the rest of this year, it should be mostly normal, regardless of any rules they do. Now, next weekend, the weekend of the 8th, I will probably do a pickups video on Friday, on the 8th of October. I am starting to get, big stockpile stuff, so I think we'll do another, to give those who are interested in those, another pickups video so I can get stuff more cleaned up. I've gotten a lot of stuff cleaned up. It's something I've been working on slowly now that I've been having time again, but still trying to get a lot of real life stuff put in order. I got most of the stuff cleaned up from this furnace crap, and we've gone through a lot of my mom's stuff and gotten the house more in order on that. It's just something slowly been doing each weekend and when there's some free time in that, so that's slowly been getting together that. But overall, things are starting to get a little bit normal, but that's mostly because I'm using vacation to give me normal schedules. So I just hope this stuff normalizes by next year, because I'd hate to continue doing this, but if I need to, I'm going to, because I'm not going to work shitloads of overtime. Like, I already gave up shitloads of my fucking time this year, and I think it's just completely unreasonable myself for them to want to fucking continue it into next year. They've already made shitloads of people leave and that, so, but that's pretty much everything going on at the moment. We don't really know what the schedule is really going to go now that we're going back to 10 hours instead of this 11-hour crap. So I will, if anything drastically new comes up, I'll leave a comment in the comment section about what's going on. Probably by the 6th, maybe on the 5th, but likely by the 6th, should have the schedule for the week finalized, and we'll likely find out what the fuck they're planning for October. Hopefully good signs are coming up ahead, but time will only tell. Anyway, thank you everyone for being patient with all these problems. I know it's been very frustrating in that. It certainly has for me, and I feel bad that a lot of stuff I wanted to do for fun with all you and affected some of my, because in July I just took a break because I was so behind on everything. So, and I'm slowly trying to get everything caught up. I'm starting to fall behind a little bit on YouTube scheduled videos again. I'm trying to get that. I'm gonna spend about 2 hours trying to get a bunch of things scheduled later today and that. So I'm trying to keep stuff going forward. I'm trying to not have to take another month break or anything, but you know how it is. But anyway, thank you everyone for your patience. I appreciate it. Thank you for checking out videos and stuff still. I actually was surprised Witch Spring 3 was actually getting a lot of traffic recently. The search results actually show a lot of my videos in the higher positions, which is actually really nice of that. So anyway, I'll stop rambling. Hope everyone has a nice day. Take it easy, and I will hopefully have good news to share in the comments in the next few days below the video on what's going on for the rest of October and potentially the upcoming months of the rest of this year. So, but until next time, I'll see you either the next review or live stream on Twitch, and you all have a fantastic, spooky Halloween.